Hey guys, the Langbanger here. I have a new profile for you, and I wanted to go over Geargia Artifact. So this deck was pretty popular for one or two tournaments. It fell off the face of the earth. I really don't know why. I guess it's because everyone just likes newer cards, newer sets, and stuff like that. So I still feel this is a really strong deck. Geargia Gear going to 1 was a pretty big hit on Geargia, but that doesn't mean that you can't innovate the deck. So I totally took out all the threes besides Geargiana, and I added in the artifact engine. That way, while you're waiting for your combo pieces, you can control the game. So let's just get right into it. You have 3 moral tech, you have 3 armor, 3 accelerator, 3 arsenal, 2 maxi, and Geargiana. So nothing too odd there. As I said, I cut the other level 3s, MK2s. Maybe they will go back in with the new support that's coming out, and maybe I'll cut the artifacts, but as of now I'm really liking this. So 2 maxi I feel is really nice. Maybe Effect Veiler could work its way into here. Just really depends on the meta, but for the most part, I'm always going to have at least 2 hand traps in here. So that's the monsters. Onto the spells. You have 3 Upstart, 2 Lance, Book, Soul Charge, and Dark Hole. So a lot of people, well, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but has been mixed. So probably like 50-50, but a lot, well, I don't know, I just said all when I just said 50-50, but some people are cutting Upstart Goblin because of Soul Charge, and it does essentially give your opponent another summon off their Soul Charge. That is true, but at the same time, when you're using a deck to where you have to get to Geargia armor or else you're going to lose, I feel this is absolutely necessary. So, yeah, the 3 Upstart, that's a definite must-use. 1 Soul Charge, I was going to go up to 2. Maybe I will still with more testing, but you do have a low monster count. I kind of want to go up to 2. That way I can do rank 5s a little easier. But, again, testing we'll see on that. 2 Forbidden Lance, you need your plays to go through. And instead of playing MST, that way, you won't hit a Sinister Shadow game, you won't hit Sanctum, and it'll keep your monsters more alive. So that's why I like the lances there. Onto the traps. You have 3 Sanctum, 3 Chain, 2 Blackhorn, 2 Wiretap, 2 Prison, 1 Call, 1 Warning, 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless, 1 Torrential. So Compulse, I've always used this card. I've always been the type to use cards that are limited in every deck, just about, as long as I'm able to, that is. The card's going to get better with Shit All Out. Satellar Knight, that's pretty good against that as well. So, yeah, expect to see Compulse everywhere. Call the Haunted, it's just another way to get to your Geargia armor. If it gets killed, you can special summon your Moral Attack, pop some cards, and maybe going into an Exceed that way. So I just like to really, I like the 1 Call. That's a really nice tech. 2 Prison, I didn't want to go just overboard on that. The card is good against like every deck out there, but I just don't want to draw multiples, so that's that. 2 Wiretap, you need your plays to go through. Pretty self-explanatory. We were in the meta to where there was Lightsworn, there was Sylvan, and now I expect to see less of that, so we're going to see more back rows, so here comes the Wiretaps. That's pretty much everything that I had to say on the deck. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to post them below, and I'll see you later. Peace.